And good morning. We're ready to start section 7.3 in Principles of Math 2. I hope you're doing well with this. All right, so today's a pretty short lesson. Yesterday the last lesson we talked about combining like terms, and we also learned what coefficients were. So today we're going to learn how to combine like terms with coefficients of 1. So we're going to continue to explore this. Now let's go ahead and take the same scenario that we had before with these things of yarn, skeins or skeins. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm not a yarner person, knitting person, whatever, crocheter. All right, so suppose we purchase only one of these things of yarn. Then later we buy an additional 5 at the same price. And our new total that we spent would be $48. So this would be our equation, x plus 5x equals 48. Now, how do we add x and 5x? Because remember, we can only add coefficients that have the same variable. But that first x doesn't have one. So think about what x represents for a minute. Although we haven't written a 1, x really means one set of x. We want to take it one time. So we can think of x as having a coefficient of 1. In other words, it's just simply understood that 1 is in front of it. So then you would combine those like terms. So x plus 5x equals 48. So you're going to think of this as 1x. But when it's 1, we don't put it. We just put the variable. But when it's the variable by itself, the coefficient is just understood to be 1. Okay, so this would be saying 1x plus 5x equals 48. Well, these are the like variables, so we can add those and get 6x equals 48. Divide both sides by 6. You're left with x equals $8. So each thing of yarn was $8. Then you can go back and substitute each of those, and it comes out to be the same. Now we can think of any unknown as having a coefficient of 1. After all, x means one set of x. S means one set of s. Y means one set of y. So another way to think about it is to remember the identity property of multiplication. That multiplying by 1 doesn't change the value of the quantity. So just as 5 equals the same as 1 times 5, so x equals the same as 1 times x. Okay, all right, so like I said, that was a short lesson today, so let's go ahead and look at our worksheet. It's worksheet 7.3. Now on part 1, it wants you to add a 1 in front of each of these letters to show that they can be thought of as having a coefficient of 1. But remember, when we're writing our equations out, we don't ever put it. But they're wanting you to put it here so that it can help train your brain to remember when you see variables by themselves, it means there's a 1 in front. Okay, now down here, you're going to combine like terms. Then you have a skill sharpening, and that's it. So it's a very short lesson. I'm not going to grade this page either. We're getting close to the end. I think tomorrow might be the last lesson in this section, so we'll be getting close to a graded paper. So anyway, that's it for today. Let me know if you need any help.
Yes!